Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is episode 6 of the SFC Record Club vlog. Okay, and today I'm welcoming two special guests, Yue and Rin. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you for joining me. Okay. And okay, I wanted to ask, okay, what is SFC Record Club? I guess we'll start with Rin. What is it?
I think it's a good space for people to come together and talk about their interests, whether that be like music or like fashion or anything that's part of what any subculture they're into. So it's just like a nice space for people to come together and hang out and talk about their interests.
Hmm, okay. And Rin, you were in SA, so you spent a lot of time there this past semester, right?
Yeah.
And like Yue, I know you visited a few times, right? And you
Yeah.
came to the Christmas party too. So what was your impression or your experience of the record club?
First, obviously the record club have lots of record collection, which like you can kind of like what kind of music you're into, you can kind of find the record there. And so it's like a good space where you can like how to say experience under like how do you say the real music of it instead of listen to Spotify or something. It's just like better quality, obviously. Also, except the music part, as Rin said, we also talk like there's just people gather there and talk about lots of different topics, and just either it's like talk to new people or just already your friends. Just a good place to communicate, also. Yeah.
Okay. And do you think these kind of spaces are needed on university campuses? And if so, why? Like, what is the function of such a space, Rin?
Oh, I think yeah, it's needed. I think most of like the common spaces at SFC or like universities, they're mostly for like studying or like you can't like speak in them like study silent study areas or something like that unless you're like on the grass or something. So I think this like space is needed, and also not only is it for like talking to your friends, but also you can meet a lot of new people as well. So I guess it also works as like a place to find new things to be interested in and like new people to talk to and connect with as well. So I think it's needed in like a university.
Hmm. Mhm. And how exactly do you connect with people there?
Well, people like show up and like usually like people's friends will come and then you'll connect with those people's friends and then like you just make friends with them.
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's organic, right? It's like a party.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm.
Okay. All right. So Yue, what do you think about that kind of space?
I think it's also needed because like as Rin said, there's like no actually common space for socialize in this campus. I mean, me and Rin, we met in dorm and we kind of have the space to talk. But for those who don't live in dorm or have those like shared space, I think it's hard for them to like find a place to just talk, chatting with their friends or just meet new people, except like during class they probably can meet some new people, but like after class there's no other place they can say make the bonding moments happens, except like if they hang out other place than campus. So I guess it's kind of necessary, and yeah, it's like a really good place to make new connection with people, like sometimes I just talk to people I don't really know, and they probably still don't know their name, but I recognize their face, and probably next time we met, we're gonna like say hi or something. So that's like a really nice thing. Yeah.
So, Rin, how did you first become involved in Record Club?
Um, Another friend introduced me and she was like, "Oh, you want to go check this place out together?" And I was like, "Sure." And then I visited like one time, like late of the last semester. So I just visited once, and then last semester, like the semester that just passed, um, David DM'd me on Instagram asking me if I wanted to be a student assistant. So I was like, sure. And yeah.
Hmm. Because I kept saw that you were liking like posts I put up on Instagram, and then I'm like, okay. Then I thought it seemed like you were interested, so that's why I DM'd you. So, hmm. And Yue, how was like the first time you came? Did someone invite you, or did you just? Oh, well, you were in
I
my
think I
class.
get the information from the class. Yeah, yeah, from the heavy metal class. And I don't actually know Rin is there before I came. So when I just like went there, I was like really surprised. I didn't accept I will met some friends there. Like I was expecting to meet new people, but Ring is there, and it's like it's even better.
All right. Let's see. Can you guys talk a bit about how we're decorating the room and how we're kind of repurposing that space to use for the record club? Um, Rin, can you explain a bit about that, please?
So like oh along the walls there's like little pictures of all the records that the club owns. I think it's one like a really cool decoration. Like when people come for the first time, they'll always like take pictures of it. I think it's always like a fun part about the room. And also, I think it's just nice to have like all the available records on display because the the collection, it's just in like storage boxes. You don't really know what's there unless you like dig through it. So having it on the walls is also good to see like what's available. And it's just nice art to see. I think a special part about vinyls is like the cover art. It's always like very interesting to look at. So yeah.
Hmm. So, Yue, how did you feel the first time you saw the how the room was decorated or
Um, like um, when I first saw the record cover wall, it's like obviously you can feel we have different general of collection, and you can see like whatever the metal music or pop music, rap, and it just like feels like you can find anything on that wall, and so like any kind of music you're into, you can probably find the album you like the most on the wall, and that's like a really good thing. Also, like people take picture in front of that wall, and I also think it's really interesting. And you scroll in the Instagram posts, sometimes you just see your friends like standing in front of the wall, do some like weird um gesture. That's like a really cute thing, and it's really giving the that room the how to say the record club vibe, and um just feels like a really um cute, and um just make the vibe better.
hmm. Yeah, I think the Instagram page
Mm-mm.
kind of adds to the yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
vibe or just like the sense of event or occasion, I feel. Hmm. Okay. Um, let's see. So how is listening to music on vinyl different from streaming or YouTube or how uh many students might usually listen to music? What do you think, Rick?
Mm, I think it's special because it's like you have like the actual thing in your hand. Like you have like the actual like object that you can listen to. It's not just some like online thing. You just like click a link or something. I think that also makes it special. And also, I really like how different vinyls have like different cover art and like even the inside, it's all like designed differently. I think that's interesting to look at. And also, when you listen to a vinyl, like you have to go in order of the album, like track list. I'm like a huge believer of like if you listen to an album for the first time, you have to go through like the whole like the actual order of it instead of like just picking random songs. And so I think that's also a good thing. Um, and also you can like collect like your favorite like artists' vinyls or something. I think that's also like a fun thing about it. Yeah. Just like the fact that it's like an object you can actually hold and like collect is like a nice addition. And also, I think like the listening to a music on vinyl is like different than like streaming. So it's also like another like listening experience. Like,
Hmm. So when did you have that idea that if you listen to an album, you should definitely listen to it in the proper sequence? Because not everyone from your generation has that idea. I'm curious when,
um,
when,
like
why do you have that
in middle school, when I started like really getting into like listening to a lot of music, like I noticed when I went in like order, some of the songs have like nice transitions or like
idea?
touches to the other songs. So I think like those really add to like a listening experience. So if I ever like listen to an album, then I would like rather like go in order to like get those listening experiences as well.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good. I'm happy to hear that. All right. So Wei, what's your idea? What makes listening to vinyls special?
I'm always having the idea that like listen to digital copy of the music is a different thing. Like it's just something won't last if apocalypse happens and like all the data is gone and there's nothing left. Like for those good music, it's a kind of a waste. So like I'm personally I'm collecting the CD, which is kind of like it's also I mean, it's not the best quality of music, but it's still something I think would last if, um, for example, the whole electricity system breakdown, you can still have some chance to like record those classic music and it will last. And that's like really special for me. And obviously, record is the, how to say, the best quality you can record the music. And even though my ear is probably not that sensitive, I cannot really hear the difference. But yeah, for save the music as it should be, then record is the best option, obviously. And the thing is, like one thing is like when you just play music on your phone, it doesn't feels like you're playing music. It's more like something you would do like just for the background music. For example, you're like studying like typing and doing something else and it's like in the back, but when you play in the record you're kind of really at least half of attention is on the music and you can kind of really into it. And yeah, I think that's what make records so special. Also the cover, as Rin said, the cover is different when you really look at it.
Hmm. So I'm curious, when you buy CDs, do you buy used CDs or new CDs?
um I mean, if like the most of music I listen to, for example, like those heavy metal music, they probably the band is really old and they only have like secondhand CD. But for their new album, yeah, I will order new CD. But like, I think for music I like, most of CD is like probably you can find them book off or some other place. It's not like you can find it in like a place selling new CD. So yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, I know you like old music. You went to
Mm.
see Iron Maiden and you went to see
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Judas Priest. So when did you become interested in that music?
I think it's middle school, and when my brother started to playing bass, and he's into rock a lot, and I kind of like get the influence and start to listen to rock music. Then it's like I'm more like hard rock than like softer music. Then it's like hard rock and heavy metal is kind of like Black Sabbath or other bands. It's like somewhere in the between. Then I'm just getting like a little bit to metal sides gradually, but I still like hard rock a lot. So I guess my brother kind of inspired me to this type of music.
Hmm. Okay. That's kind of that's an older brother's job or his
Yeah,
role,
yeah, yeah.
right? Definitely. Um, okay. So let's see, Rin, any special memories from your time at Record Club you'd like to share?
Mm, not any like particular memory. I just like enjoyed just hanging out there, like in general. But also the Christmas party was pretty fun. Like there was like a movie on the TV and a lot of snacks, so that was really fun.
Hmm. Yeah, that party came together well, I thought. I was happy with it. All right. Let's see. UA, any special memories?
Um, I think for me it's also the Christmas party. I remember me and Rin just like sitting on sofa and talking about some random stuff I don't really remember, but it was like really fun and like she introduced some like special flavored Thai snacks and something, and like that's like really good, tastes really good, and yeah, it was nice moment.
Hmm. Yeah, and that was really Henri's idea, right? To have a
Mm.
Christmas party. So it was really she kind of pushed for that, and it came together very well. Thought it was a great time. So, hmm, hmm. All right. Well, let's see. Anything you'd like to say in closing, or if you have a message for someone who might be considering attending Record Club, anything?
Um, just show up because everyone's very nice and friendly. It's just a nice place to hang out, so you don't have to like feel pressured or anything to do anything. Just if you're looking for a place to hang out with your friends, you can come here or like talk about your music interests. You can just drop by the room. And yeah.
Hmm. Okay. UA, closing thoughts or
Um, I think like the thing I want to say is basically the same. It's like you don't need to prepare anything to come here. It's just like anytime you show up and people are there and don't need to worry about, oh, what if I don't know anyone there? And like people just start talking to you like naturally. Don't need to worry about it. And it's not like a serious and socializing situation. Is more like just casually talking to each other. So there's no pressure, for example, like how do I keep the connection? You just came there and enjoy the moment, and you became friends. That's nice. And it's also good if you just talk to people you don't know. So there's no need to feel pressure to come, or just like you don't need to come like regularly every week. I just
hmm,
um join if I feel like I have nothing else to do. So it's
hmm.
okay to just like join sometimes when you're free. Yeah, it's it.
Yeah, you could pop in and out, right? That's what I wanted to create, that kind of vibe. Hmm. All right. Well, okay. Well, let's see. I'll stop the recording. We could talk a bit more, but let me stop the recording. Okay. So, thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, thank you, Rin, for joining us, and UA, thank you for joining us. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.